แม่พี่น้องไม่ได้เจอกันหลายคืนนะคะยังไงก็เพื่อไม่เป็นการเสียเวลาก็ขออนุญาตพูดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษเลย Ladies and gentlemen, to all our foreign press media and our expats, Yingluck Shinawat, who is currently in hiding, has failed to show up anywhere for the past 2 days after we declared to hunt her down. As long as she stays in office, the farmers will never be paid. She continues to distort the truth and lie to the general public. The corruption in her administration of over 400 billion baht from the rice scheme. This is why they still can't pay the farmers, blaming everyone else apart from their corrupted government. After Yingluck foolishly dissolved the parliament on the 9th of December, thinking that the demonstrators would despair and that she could whitewash her crime through a new election. However, the people are still demanding a reform before any elections can take place. Her caretaker premiership has limited her authority. No banks want to risk the illegal of lending this government's money, especially after what happened to the government saving bank when they tried to sneak a loan through. To those GSB executives who authorized the loan to the BAAC, we are going to file a lawsuit on every one of you. Kun Suthep Thirk Suban, Secretary to the PDRC, revealed that the people decided to withdraw their money because they didn't agree with the GSB's decision in loaning the money to the government and wanted to teach them a lesson. The UDD leader, Red Shirts, tried to deposit their riches to make up for the public withdrawals. Well, with the public withdrawal currently exceeds the deposit by 70 billion baht as of now. Yingluck and her cronies are exceedingly arrogant. Yingluck cheated the farmers and the scheme has failed. And instead of taking responsibility for her mistakes, she continues to blame others. Although we were able to donate some money to the families of those farmers who committed suicide, but that won't bring back their loved ones. Yingluck has shown no sign of compassion for these victims. Luang Pu Phutta Isara and the Jang Watana group visited Shinawat Tower 3 today. After Luang Pu Phutta Isara visited the SC Park Hotel, one of the Shinawat's property, he had reserved and paid for 10 rooms, but the hotels rejected his reservations. He had planned to organize a seminar for the farmers and the government representative to meet. He thought that the official would be more than willing to meet the farmers if they met at this particular hotel. Also, our blind friends from the Thai Association of Blind were also amazing today. They had members calling in to the AIS call center all day long to ask questions about their promotions, holding up all the hotlines. If anyone else is interested in learning more about the AIS promotion, perhaps you can do the same. Shinkop In Touch is also another of Shinawat's venture. Kun Suthep asked whether everyone remembered how Thaksin created and used a loophole in the law to sell his share to Temasek tax-free. This will also be our target. A former MP of Ang Thong tried to appease the government today by giving an interview about the farmers' involvement with the PDRC. Kun Suthep repeated again tonight on stage that the farmers are here to demand their money from Yingluck, the money she cheated from them. The Muan Maha Prachachon have never considered exploiting the farmers as political tools. Our sympathy towards them and attempts to help them, especially in the wake of multiple farmer suicides, reflects the sentiment of most Thai people. Previously, the farmers were not able to make their plea to the government. That's why we are helping them, to ensure that their voices are heard. The farmers deserve no less than our assistance. We have handed over 25 million baht to the Loyal Council of Thailand to help farmers sue the government for their money and also help each family who have lost their loved one from a farmer suicide by giving them 210,000 baht per family. Where the farmer now decide to congregate and demonstrate is completely up to them. Wherever they independently decide, they will go. However, if they ever need our help, we are more than happy, and we emphasize that the sooner Yingluck and her cabinet steps down, the sooner the interim government can be formed and pay back the farmers. Today, our representatives attended the funerals of 3 individuals who were injured and died from the Phan Pha attack. We are donating 1 million baht to each of their families and also 2 million baht for each of the 6 surviving children of their brave individuals. The civil court holding emergency decree is an example of democracy working at its best. The separation of legislative, executive, and judicial powers is invaluable. The Thaksin has corrupted and bought the legislature and executive branches, but Thailand's judicials remain steadfast and true. The rationale provided by the civil court is based on an excellent previous ruling by the Constitutional Court that the PDRC demonstrators and supporters have the constitutional right to peacefully express their political views without arms and violence. The civil court is therefore upholding this constitutional right, and to this end the CMPO's order discriminating against the PDRC demonstrators and supporters. To this end, the civil courts prohibited the 3 defendants, Yingluck, Chalerm, and Adun Sang Singkao, from committing the 9 listed actions in their execution of the emergency decree. This means we can carry on peacefully protest on the street. Yingluck's government cannot use forces to crush us. This also means that Yingluck's order yesterday that resulted in the death of 4 of our friends will put those responsible in jail. We've also decided to file a lawsuit against the 3 defendants. Those injured in previous demonstrations where violence was used against us can also bring lawsuits against the 3 defendants for attempted murders. The civil court also ordered the 3 defendants to obey its ruling from the moment these orders were issued. Failing to do so, their assets will be seized immediately. Tomorrow we will continue our hunt for Ying Luck. So tonight, get some rest and thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ